sensitivity. So I'm an immigrant. I
Hmm.
come from an immigrant family. I'm Haitian American, first generation. And so,
Shouts out to Haiti.
yeah, big shout out. And so I started Eritagio with the sense that I wanted to share other people's stories, but I didn't want to do it myself. I wanted to give other people the space and the opportunity to share their story themselves.
Blank period, yeah. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Hello, everybody out there in the airwaves, out there in Spotify land. Shout out to Spotify and Anchor for allowing me to have this platform. Shouts out to StreamYard for allowing me to stream this platform. Shouts out to Hetson, Germany. I see y'all out there listening to my shit. I thank you so much for the respect and the love. Shouts out to everybody in America that supported me as well too. I see it right there in the vibe. It's all over the place. I can't even name places as much as I want to, but it's a beautiful moment right now. And I'm gonna name them all real soon, but I got to look through the whole list. But right now we have a special guest from Nephilim Music. He is actually one of the co-owners, actually. K, K, Kayyos, Total Chaos. That's your full name, Total Chaos, or do you want to be called Chaos?
K, K, chaos,
K,
chaos,
Chaos.
total
Oh
chaos.
no,
Yeah,
I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry, bro.
it's
My
all
bad.
good, man. It's all good.
Total chaos in the building, man.
What up?
Been
What
back
up?
and
Word.
forth with this brother. I met him through Scanman online, um, and we're finally able to sit down and have a good chat, man. First of all, I want to thank you so much for coming on this platform. Like I'm nobody. I'm just growing, trying so hard to just to show integrity within the work of artists and music, artistry and music and stuff like that. So thank you so much for coming on my show, man. It's definitely is an honor.
Man, I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
thank you. Yeah, and you are from Memphis, right? Memphis, born and raised.
No, I'm actually originally from New York, born in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Um, lived there for some few years. Moved to New Jersey, a couple years, and then I moved to Memphis when I was 14 years old.
Oh wow, what was that like? The transition.
Culture shock, man. Going
Yeah,
from up north to down south is like night and day.
yeah. Everything more spread apart, or is it like still like a little city vibe?
Well, where I was from up in New York, it was more like a city vibe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's and where I was from, there was a lot of different nationalities. I
Mm-hmm.
hung out with Jamaicans, Cubans, El Salvadorians, Italians. So when I moved down to Memphis, is why I say it was a big culture shock because
Yeah.
you only put it in the category of either being white, black, or Mexican in Memphis.
Oh
They
yeah.
only they only got three categories out there, out here rather.
Yeah, yeah, that's a very big deal. You notice that especially the difference between like black communities, for instance, up north, and then black communities down south. It's like a different trend. Like like you, I was raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and everybody thinks that parts of Connecticut is like the country if you're not from Connecticut, but where I'm from was like a city area. It was very urban, very dense population of bad different nationalities and stuff. And then when I had to go spend time in the South in North Carolina, there was like black owned businesses everywhere, black houses, black owned houses, and I didn't really see anybody white until I looked on TV and saw like the news anchor. I was like, wow, this is kind of different. Everything's spread apart, you know. This is really, really interesting how so many different parts of America is and stuff like that, and how important it is to keep like making people have the mindset of diversing and everything, and seeing how other cultures are and stuff to keep us all connected and stuff. It's such a big deal.
Right, for sure.
So I wanted to play one of your songs real quick because I just found out that on Spotify we can play any song and not have to worry about being demonetized like YouTube like to do and stuff. And so you'll be the first artist that I get to actually play the music right on the interview.
There we go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. This song, this joint right here, guys. Y'all gonna really like this joint. This is called "Sick and Twisted." This one is new singles.
I get sick and twisted, 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 dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, I get sick and twisted, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded. It's that sick and twisted boy to coming at you every crazy. Some have said they want to get inside the total chaos and angels falling from the sky, fire burning up that place, and we singing wicked lullabies while talking to the dead. Devil in the red dress coming for my big head by the Mississippi River where they meet before they say I was there. I was all to Memphis, started in 96. I was introduced to crew from 666 by scandalous darkness, ritual so mystical. Now close your eyes, introduce you to the spirits dwelling on the other side. You will find how to unlock what is very deep inside. That's when you begin to see like peeping through your third eye. I get sick and twisted, 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 dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, I get sick and twisted, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded, dog, I'm sick and twisted minded. How the hell am I supposed to tell them I'm a fiend? The daddy smokes out every day on marijuana leaves. Finding that I'm more like voodoo man than Dixon trick now being. Practicing black magic every day is Halloween. See, he's sick and twisted thoughts that got his mind demented. Or is he cause he only dwell with killers in his presence? He's vented to dimensions on the other side of Memphis. Stuck up in this mental madness and can't find no exits. You know, pretending this is karma winning and ending. We almost at the final battle, soon as I'ma get it. Which side will you choose when the war gets brought down from heaven? Yeah, I suggest you choose it wisely, cause the story's ending. I get sick and twisted, 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 I get sick.
Oh man, that shit is fire, Kayyos.
Thank you, man.
That shit is fire.
Thank you.
I wanted to play the whole thing, but I was like, maybe I should play the whole thing. Let them know.
Yeah, let them hear it.
it.
Let them hear it.
Man, yo, what inspired that? That was gangster. And I love how dark it is, you know, like that horrorcore hip hop.
Yeah. Originally the song was written 20 years ago. The original song was called Sick and Twisted Thoughts. So I was getting a lot of people in my DM and message on Facebook saying that they, loved the song and they wanted to hear more music from me. So I decided to go ahead and do a part 2. I figured with me not being on the scene for quite some time, it would be a perfect introduction back to bringing myself out to the planet.
Right.
So the moral behind it was to explain myself, going through, coming up in Memphis. That's why I said some say they want to get inside a total chaos head.
Right.
So I went ahead and got you inside of it.
and it's beautiful. Did you write your beat or you got your own engineer?
Well, Scanman actually made the beat, and
Nice.
I did all the writing on it and all the delivery and performance on it. And then Scan mixed that song, and it was mastered by Larry Nix mastering.
Do you have a music video on that? Because God,
No, but
that's
I'll
thorough.
be doing the video this year for sure. Because a
Word.
lot of people have been asking me for a video for it. So
Yeah, man. You in the studio every single day. Like tell these young artists how big the grind is, how important the grind is. Some young artists are just like, oh, I'm gonna write here and there. Like what can you tell these young artists they need to do if they really want to do this shit? Like
it's consistency. Consistency is key with anything. You have to be in the studio working if you're gonna master your craft. It's just like anything else. If you're doing sports, if you're not practicing, you're not gonna get better. You have to be where the action and the magic happens in order for you to get better with your craft. If you're not in the studio, you're not working. When it comes to music, obviously after you're done with your project, then you outside of the studio. That's when you try to promote it and market it and get your music out there. But the actual work goes down in the studio. You have to be in the studio, otherwise you're not making nothing, you're not practicing, you're not doing nothing. And then you have to be consistent. It's like throwing something at a wall. Eventually it's gonna stick, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts. And like, do you do it like a job? Like it's a 9 to 5? Do you find yourself
It's
in
a
late
20
nights?
it's 24 hours for me. And when I say that, it's my mind is always on it. But I try to do it at least within an 8-hour time, 8 to 10 hour work day. I treat it just like a job, because it is. But I don't treat it like a job because I love doing it. Jobs I don't like doing jobs. But I have such passion for it that I want to do it 8 to 10 hours out of the day consistently, so I could better myself. And to be honest with you, I just started getting back into music when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
As far as my goals to consistently do it.
Word. So so basically you took a pause, and what made you get back?
Well, I took a pause because I wanted, well, for one, I have a family, so I got to make my money. So I took a pause to go into my entrepreneurship and build my businesses. And what made me get back into it is because it was always inside of me. It's just something that won't die. Music just won't die inside of me.
Facts.
So
Speak.
It's like a voice kept on telling me, yo, you got to do what you got to do. So I sold my business, and now I'm focusing on music. I'm going all in. It's all in. It's all in on this one.
And how long has Nephilim music been around? When did it first start?
Well, Nephilim music, the actual name and
label. I spoke to Scam about it. My bad. I just realized I'm like, that's probably a stupid question.
It's actually not a stupid question, because Scam been calling himself the Nephilim. You know, that's his branding as far as what he calls himself.
Right.
And he actually started the label years ago, as far as him wanting to do his own thing. The actual business of Nephilim music, with me coming in, I started coming in on 2020, because that's at that point is when he was ready to go ahead and launch it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I came in, and then we decided to go co-owners on it, and this is where we're at now with it.
Word. And I'm seeing all the links. I'm seeing everything on the website. It's all beautiful, man. It's great. How many artists y'all got so far?
Right now we got Big A.O.K. He's out of Tampa, Florida. We got My Boss Hussein. He's actually in Houston, Texas, but he's from Atlanta. And then we got S Fresh out of Ohio. He's a producer on the label.
Oh, nice. And what kind of advice can you give someone that wants to start their own label? Like this, you hear it a lot, especially I know when you was in high school, you probably was like in a group with kids. I was like, yeah, we this label, stuff like that. It was just kids rapping, stuff like that. I know I did that. How could these kids take these dreams and actually like go legit in becoming a label owner?
First, I would say that you got to make sure you have the passion for it. If you don't have the passion for anything, it's not going to work out. Next, I would say is to learn business, because music is majority business. It's not about the music when it comes to making money.
Yeah.
So I suggest that anybody looking to start up their own record label to make sure that they learn the business, learn about publishing, learn about copyrights, learn
Right.
about distribution, learn every aspect that you can learn about the music business in order for you to be successful. Because without it, you're not going to be successful. You have to know the business. If you're looking to be a label and you don't really have a big budget for yourself, that it's not really going to be easy for you to have a whole bunch of artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say start out small and then grow from there.
Yeah. And it's a lot of money. It really is.
It is a lot of money. A lot from what I've been hearing, especially from a lot of big people in the industry, to break a record is easily $250K, $250,000 to break one record. So
yeah.
if you don't have that in your budget, don't plan on breaking a record without going organically viral.
Yeah, that's the only option. It's either the money or going organic. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's what we do with my band. We try to do organic. We try to put money into things that we can, but it's mostly just like a lot of gigging, a lot of relationship building.
Right. Sure.
A lot of networking.
Yeah, it's a grind, man. It's a grind, and you got to be willing to go for
it. Right. I hope y'all listening out there, because this is some jewels right here. This is an OG right here. Like, y'all got to listen to the OGs right here, man. What inspired Total Kayyos name? What inspired that name?
It was in high school. I was with this. It was a couple cats that I used to rap with in high school. I used to do the pencil on at the lunch table.
Right.
I used to be rapping. So it was one night I went to this guy's house, and it was about 3 or 4 of us. And I didn't have a rap name at the time. And one of the cats, I don't even remember his name, but one of the cats said, "Man, your style sounds chaotic. Sounds chaotically. Your name should be Kayyos." And I was like, okay, so I took it.
Right.
And then at this time, Scan was doing, I think this was back in 90, somewhere around 97, 98, whatever, somewhere around there.
So when he was fucking with 3-6?
When he was fucking with 3-6, he was doing the Kazi album. It was around the time they were recording the Kazi album. And I remember going over his house and was like, "Yo, I got my rap name."
Word.
And I told him, he was like, "Yo, I like that." He's like, "We should let's put Total in front of it." So I said, "All right." So that's how Total Kayyos came about.
Word. That's fire.
Yeah.
Were you able to tour with him and everything? Like,
no, I didn't do any tours with him when he was with 3-6 or anything like that. I was actually still in high school when that was going on.
Oh, you still young?
Scan's older than me. When I met Scan, he was 17 or 18, and I was 14.
Ah, got you.
And then by the time he was, doing his thing with the music with 3-6 and everything, I was still in high school, man.
And you just looking like, yo, can't wait to get my time. When my time.
Well, what happened was he decided to open up a label, and then he was like, "Yo, I want to bring you in on the label." So then that's how it transpired like that.
Word.
And then that's when the Thugs from the South Side came out.
Word. I gotta check that out. Gotta check that project out. What is the best distribution? You want people to like check you out on the Nephilim Music website, right? That's the best way that you guys get your money, right?
NephilimDistribution.com, and we have NephilimMusic.com. So there's 2 sites. Nephilim Distribution is if you're looking to get your music distributed to the Spotify and Apple Music and all the major DSPs. I believe we have about 85 stores that we distribute to right now.
Wow.
I mean, we're going hand in hand with the rest of them. So anything that you look and see that you're getting from all the other distribution companies you see out there, we have the same, if not more.
All right, so you guys definitely check them out on NephilimMusic.com, man, because they got a
Nephilim,
lot of content. Lot. Yep.
NephilimDistribution.com
Distribution.
if you wanna get your music distributed by us. We promote and market
Oh,
as well
word.
for you. Yeah, we
Word.
will promote and market on all of our sites. And
Word.
we just getting started. The distribution just launched maybe about 2 months ago.
Mm.
So I definitely encourage any artists out there to come join us, because we are going to be one of the biggest distribution companies.
Facts. Let's talk about the craft a little bit. What made you what made well, first question, actually, you'll be the first person I ever asked this question, because being also a rapper, it's all about the flow. It's all about the delivery. It's all about um the polish of your craft. Um One thing I've noticed that is just incredible. You see artists like Kanye went through a whole car crash. They had to wire his mouth shut. He almost died. And it's like you would think that after your mouth is so damaged, you lose teeth and all this stuff. How in the hell you still able to flow? Like what exercises you went through? Like I noticed your flow is kind of like a throwback from like 2000, like one of the most favorite types of flows that people love. You know what I mean? Like there's still a market for that. Mumble rap is only for like the youngins, and I'm not knocking mumble rap, but what we're hearing right here is like crisp, straight up, like from the origins, like straight up. It's hip hop. Like it's like.
Right.
So how does your flow evolve? Basically, what I'm asking, like, how do you work on your craft, and do you feel like your flow is peaked right now, or you feel like you still could go even more harder? Because you already hard.
Thank you. I'm actually in the process of developing a new sound for myself. Some of the new music that I've been dropping sounds nothing like what I've previously been doing. So I'm actually working on a new sound for myself. In regards to the sound that you're saying that I have or I've had a lot of influence of music comes from when I first started liking music. It was obviously, and I'm talking, man, when I get young, my young days. I'm gonna be like the rest of most people. Influences started out with Prince and Michael Jackson. That's what really got me into like music. And then my first rap CD was Ice-T and Ice Cube, and then I Snoop Dogg. You know, so that's when I was living up north, and it was Tupac and Biggie. You know, I used to listen to a lot of that, and this is again before I moved to Memphis. When I moved to Memphis, then I started to hear a whole nother sound of music, which was 3 6 Mafia, you know, and all the other Memphis artists that come out of Memphis. So I could definitely say that obviously has had a major influence on my style of music and the way I deliver my flow, you know, just by listening to the Memphis sound and Memphis youth music. So you know, that's basically it, man. And then again, like I said, I'm working on a new sound now.
Do you still write?
Oh, I write all the time, man.
You don't freestyle in the studio or anything?
I freestyle too. A lot of times I got different ways that I work. Sometimes I'll write a song, go in there and then drop it. Sometimes I'll just put a beat on and just push record and start rapping. And, you know, I got different ways of working. I try different things.
Nice. Yeah. And like it's beautiful to have a space to be in the studio 24/7 because it's safe. You know, you don't have to go around and talk to so many different people, and it's good to like find a spot where you could just focus at. That's another thing that's tough for someone with some independent artists. You know, they always got to go around to different studios and stuff. I know I had to do it, stuff like that, and so studios will jerk you, other studios won't. But when you find a nice solid place and stuff, which is so important, either you build your own or you find some people that really truly fucks with you.
Right.
That's just the way about it. I was listening to a interview with Bun B. Have you met Bun B?
No, not yet.
So he was talking about the evolution of Lil Wayne, and they basically imprisoned him in the studio. He had his parties in the studio. He had girls come see him in the studio.
Right.
He had his PlayStation in the studio. They didn't let him go nowhere. They just made him literally always think about music 24/7. And when somebody
Right.
visited him, they always told him talk about rapping with him so he could have rap in his mind and stuff like that. Like that's a little excessive, but you see where that gave. That
That
gave
ain't.
so
That,
much.
I mean, that's what made him into the beast that he is. You know.
Right. It's so important. Like people, you have to be obsessed with this shit, man. You got
do.
to. It's just,
Consistency.
yeah. It's like an addiction, but it's a good addiction.
Oh yeah.
It's a good addiction. Do you feel like you're addicted? You feel like you were addict?
To music, most definitely, man.
Yeah.
I told you, man, I can't get it out of me. It won't leave. I've tried to stop doing music. It just won't leave.
That's deep. You know, when you hear stories about boxers like Mike Tyson coming back, and he's talking about how he didn't know what to do when he was done. He didn't know what else to do. Now he's selling weed and stuff like that, but he still came back. Like that's when you know it's like, what value am I if I can't do what I love? And
for sure.
It's definitely a thing I've have dealt with for years in my music creativity and stuff like that. It was just like, why can't I get off? And finally I was able to get a single out that curates to my personality that over 97 countries love. But I'm 29 years old and I've been rapping since shit, nigga, I don't even remember. I think I was 7.
There you go.
That's to tell you people, like, the only reason why it took so long for me is because I wasn't like, I'm not rich or anything. You know what I mean? Like when we come from where we, you know, I'm like preaching to the choir right now. When we come from, it's a fucking struggle. You just gotta literally like, you gotta focus. You gotta, so many distractions.
But it took me a while to determine the difference between rich and being wealthy.
Right.
I feel like
speak on that. Yeah.
I feel like if you have a family, you got people that love you and support you, that makes you rich alone. Now, wealth to me is the financial part of it. If you got a lot of money, a lot of assets, then you're wealthy. But you're rich. If you got family, you got people who support you, love you, that make you rich right there, my brother.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but that's really dope. You know what I mean? Just having that support group, it's important. We all need that support group. You know what I mean? We all need somebody. No matter how much you feel like you have to just stay away from society, there's somebody out there that makes you feel valued. There's somebody out there that supports you. And it's important to have that. It makes you feel better. It makes you better about yourself. And, you know, some people be like, well, I don't need that. I don't need somebody to make me feel better about myself. I get that. I mean, I'm pretty sure half these successful artists have felt that way too. But money don't buy happiness. This is why you're hearing about these actors and stuff killing themselves and stuff, because they don't have that support. They need that support. You know, we're human. We're social animals.
For sure.
It's nature. You can't stop nature.
So right about that.
What's new for Kayyos though? Like, are you looking to go on tour or anything? Or are you still like staying back for a little bit because this whole Omicron going on and stuff like that? Like, what's your mindset right now with that?
No, we actually got a show coming up in Atlanta on the 29th.
Nice.
So we got a few shows that we're gonna be putting together. As far as a big tour, definitely want to do one, but right now we're gonna be doing little mini tours and mini shows. We got some stuff coming up in Mississippi, got some stuff coming up in Alabama, Texas, Florida. So, you know, I wouldn't call it a tour, but we are definitely gonna be doing shows. As far as me, I'm about to release a new track that I recorded.
Oh shit, new shit.
Yeah, some new shit. Some of that new sound I was telling you about. It's called Nephilim or Nothing. And I'm probably gonna be releasing it within the next couple of weeks. That's my goal anyway. I'm not gonna give no release date because I'm not sure 100% what date it's coming out, but it's coming out for sure.
Word. Have you ever met Young Dolph or anybody in this circle? Like how?
Young Dolph, no, I haven't had the opportunity to meet him. No, see, I moved out of Memphis. I lived in Florida for over a decade after I left Memphis. So I wasn't really running into anybody living in Memphis.
What was that impact? Did that impact y'all camp when y'all heard about that shit?
When I heard about Dolph, you saying?
Yeah, when you
It
heard
was a
about him getting
tragedy.
killed.
It's just a tragedy, man. Just across the board, man. It's just a tragedy, man. You know, the man got family. When it's all said and done, he got kids. He got a wife or a lady. I don't know if he's got a wife, but he's got a family when it's all said and done. So, you know, that's what makes it so tragic. Man, he successful businessman.
Yeah,
to go out like that, it's a tragedy.
the way he moved is, I wish a lot of other rappers would move. You know what I mean? When it came to like music wise, like I felt like he gave a blueprint of how to be actually independent. And it's always good to like, it's good to get a record deal with a major label, but like you don't really, as you see it now with all the news coming out, they don't see their money. They only see their tour money and all this stuff like that.
Right.
Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he gave a good blueprint of how things should go and stuff like that. You know, and he was just a barber, which is amazing. Like just be a barber, you just end up building such a great music empire and stuff like that. That's what it's all about right there. It's so important that people should think of it that way and not just get excited about some 360 deal that you gotta pay back and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Have you ever been approached with those deals, or luckily, you know, because I see that you ain't even do it. So, like, have you ever had to? Has Scareman had to tell you to fall back on something like that? Like, have you ever felt like you had to do those deals?
No, like I said to you, man, I gave music a break for
Yes, right. Yeah. Sorry.
a while. You know what I'm saying? And I I tried not to do it no more. I was done with it. I was trying to focus in on my family and providing a good living lifestyle for them. So, no, I haven't been approached. Not yet, anyway.
They will soon. I'll tell you that right now. They hear this shit.
Well, at this point, I'm at the stage of my life and career that, and business mental wise, only type of deals I'm doing is if it's a partnership deal. I'm not doing anything other than that.
So Mr. Green, you got any songs with Mr. Green? I saw Scareman does. Do y'all fucks with Mr. Green over there?
No, I'm not even sure who that is.
Oh, I gotta get y'all acquainted, man. He did a joint with Scareman. He did a joint with Project Pat. He up in Midwest. He coming. He up and coming.
Okay,
young kid. Good brother right there.
That's good.
I think they call him the Peruvian Bruce Lee.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, that's a fire name, bro. Everybody's gonna think about it. Yeah, right. He said because we was younger, he looked like Bruce Lee, and they thought he was Asian. He was like, nah, I'm actually Latino. He's like, oh, you a Peruvian Bruce Lee? And I was dying when you told me that shit. Yo, that shit was funny. Do y'all fuck with juggalos over there? Is it like a juggalo squad over there?
If there is, I don't know about it. I'm not in that mix right now anyway.
You're like, I'm in the studio, man. I got tired of me listening to all these people.
That's true. That's true right there. I try to stay in my own. I try to create my own wave, man.
Right. Who's the next? So who's your? So out of all the artists under you, I like to ask this question with label owners. Who you want your fans to listen to right now? Who's popping right now that you proud of right now?
In regards to the artists under Netflix Music?
Yeah. Who popping right now?
Both of them artists popping. My boss popping. Hey, Big A-OK popping. Big A-OK here. Hold on, let me just put my phone on the charger, man. Look like it going dead.
Yeah, I got you.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
All right, so Big A-OK, yeah, he out of Tampa. And man, that man's flow and delivery is sick. This man, I haven't heard an artist like him ever. For one, he's Mexican, so he spits Mexican, Spanish, and he spits English all in the same music and songs.
Really?
So he's on that right there. So, and then
Wow.
my boss, his style is more laid back. He definitely I could see the ladies, like in my boss, he's got that sound that a lot of ladies gonna really enjoy and listen to.
Word.
And
No,
then
I'm
as
gonna
far as
definitely check
Fresh
them out.
goes, say that one more again.
So I'm gonna definitely check them out.
Yeah. Well, Big A, okay, he ain't out yet. He coming out this year. He should be
Word.
out within the next 6 months. He's about to release 1 or 2 singles within the next month, as well as My Boss. So definitely be on the lookout for that, because they two big records that they just did, and I think that a lot of people gonna enjoy them.
You're on the Scanman album, right? I believe I heard you on the Scanman new album.
Yeah, I believe I've been on every Scanman album. He's always that's one thing about Scanman. When he drops, he always definitely hits me up and gets me on something.
Yo,
And
that's
like
dope.
I say, when I wasn't even doing music, he
Right.
still was like, yo, I want to get you on something. And then that's why you still hear me on all those records.
Yo, he never gave up on you, man. That's amazing. Because he knew, like,
Well,
straight up.
Like I said, we known each other for 20 plus years. And
Right.
we've always had dreams of being successful in this industry. So
Right.
ain't no sense in stopping the dream until the breath is gone,
Facts. Yo, I got I'm sitting here thinking about all the previews I'm gonna make. I got like so many previews. You dropping mad jewels, bro.
Man, I got plenty for you, man. I got plenty.
Word. Let me let you go though, because I gotta interview somebody else. But before I let you go, tell about your plugins and what else to look out for real quick.
Well, NephilimDistribution.com is where it's at if you want to get your music distributed and heard. Be on the lookout for the Fallen Soldiers album. We have released it. It's available now at NephilimMusic.com.
Word.
And that's for a download if you want to buy it. But if you're one of those that don't buy music anymore and you like to just stream everything, it will be available within the next 2 to 4 weeks, I would assume. Again, I don't like to give out dates until it's for sure, but it will be available for you to hear that. We got Big AOK coming. We got My Boss Hussein coming. Scanman got a couple new single tracks he's working on. I got a new big record that I'm about to lay out to you all.
Word.
And again, it's NephilimDistribution.com, man. We got merchandise for sale if you want to get something like this, what I got on now, you know what I'm saying, and get Nephilim out.
Yeah, and you got they also like you could buy studio time from y'all, right? And y'all could
we do mixing. We do mixing. If you have records that need to be mixed and you're looking for a Memphis mixer, a Memphis sound, and we got mixing for you. We do mastering, so we do help artists with their projects as well as that. We can help you with publishing. Pretty much any aspect of the music business, man, I can help you with. So you can holler at me at Total Kayyos. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. You can DM me, message me. You know, I know the music business like the back of my hand, because I've been studying it for years and years and years and years.
Word. Well, Total Kayyos, brother, it was a pleasure, man. It was great to finally get down and talk to you and stuff like that. Again, I'm so honored, man. Little old me, I'm just growing in this podcast world. You know what I mean? When Scareman guy came at my DMs and tell me that he wanted to like talk to me and stuff like that, I was so shocked, man, because I knew who he was. I was like, wait, you talking about 3-6 Mafia, former rapper Scareman? Like, no, this ain't real. But here we are. Here we
For
are.
sure.
And I want to thank y'all so much for just like being on my show, man. Thank you so much for coming, yo. And I can't wait to hear the rest of your shit, yo.
Yo, I thank you, man. I thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate you putting me on your platform, for sure.
Yeah. Word.
And I don't know if you know, you the second interview I ever did in life, so.
Oh, for real? Word. So when you start getting more, I'll be like, yo, you know, I interviewed him. I was one of the first.
You the first one to ever do a podcast interview with me too. So
Word.
Put that one in the history books.
Word, yo. I love that. That's fire, yo.
You sure?
I'm a real fan of y'all, man. Y'all know, man. Like, I fucks with y'all, yo. Y'all got some music.
I fucks with you back because you fucks with me.
All right, brother. So I want you to have a good day, and I'll talk to you later, man. Let it have you come back on. You and Scan one day.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. We can do this some more, man. Salute to you, man.
Salute, brother.
And I wish you nothing but success in your podcast, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And everybody else, have a good day.
Collectively transforming community, peace in our human family, volume in unity, divine light shining individually, collectively transforming community, peace in our human family.
One love, one growth, as above, so below. Feel the pain in my soul, the red pill dissolved. Organized, no matter the cost. Politicians start wars, they don't fight, they sit the poor. And nothing lasts forever as long as we stay together. Give hell to the masses, watch the unity rapture. This is for the kids and the culture. It's one love, one growth, one light. Life